guys, Princess Pipsqueak here, and this video is going to be a Twitter Q&A. I went onto my Twitter and I tweeted out to ask some questions that you guys want me to answer, and so that's what we're going to be doing. And the next time I do a Twitter Q&A, here is my Twitter that you can follow right here. So I got my laptop, and I got my friends around me, and let's go ahead and start answering some questions. First question comes from Mastermind918, and they ask, if you could shiny hunt one Pokemon from Gen 1 or Gen 2 and can only hunt that Pokemon in one game from each gen it is in, and you couldn't do any other hunts until you got that Pokemon in each gen, which one would it be and why? I think that I would like to shiny hunt Eevee because I just like the coloring of it, the grayish and the grayish bluish color I really like, and the fact like I always grew up liking Eevee and its evolutions and all the ones that they came out with, so I think I would shiny hunt Eevee until I got it. The next question comes from Epic Hacks Mania, and they ask, ever thought about visiting Colorado? Yes, I have. I know the Rockies are out there towards Colorado, and I would love to see the Rockies up in person. So I would love to visit Colorado, and it's actually a goal of mine to try and visit all the states. Yes, including Alaska, because I just like traveling so much. I just want to go out there and explore the world. Next question comes from Reese_Murray93, and he asked, when did you and Elliot first meet in person, and did he take you anywhere nice? So if you guys don't know, Elliot is my boyfriend, and we've been dating for a year and 7 months. We met online and started dating without meeting each other in person first. So when we met in person, it was towards the end of July, I want to say July 29th in 2016. And as soon as I got off the bus in New York, we went to go put a luggage in our hotel room, and we actually just went off to a Mets and Rockies game. And I have to say, that's one of the best experiences I had in my life. Like, even though we had just met in person right then, like, just the atmosphere of the Mets game and all that stuff just made it so perfect. Next question comes from Princess XTia, and she asked, who are your inspirations for streaming? So my main inspirations for streaming are A-Drive, because he is the first streamer I ever watched, and he just put the idea on my head that streaming, it could be something fun to do. And the next person is Galactic Elliot. This is before like we started dating, like just watching him and how he was so welcoming to his community made me want to build my own community. And then there is actually you, Tia, because you started streaming before me, and like you're one of the people that just pushed me to like go and get a capture card and start streaming myself, and I just thank you for that. Thank you for pushing me, because if I hadn't had someone to push me, then I wouldn't be streaming right now. The next question comes from Sean Ken 2003, and he asked, thoughts on the GDQ events? I actually do not watch Games Done Quick, so I don't know what's going on, but I know it's like a speed running event. I'm trying to get more into speed running, and if you guys have any speed runners you want to recommend, leave them down in the comments below so I can go check them out. Next question comes from Levi Z Swan, and he asked, what inspired you to make an account on Twitch? So it was in like the summer of 2015, and I just graduated college, and one day I just thought, oh, what do the new Pokemon games look like, and what generation are we on? And so I looked, and we were on Gen 6, and we had X and Y and Boros out, and I was wondering, you know, what they looked like. So I went and searched Pokemon Oros playthrough on YouTube, and the first account that came up was King Nappy. So I went and watched this playthrough. So a recommended video showed up, and it was under the account of A-Drive. So I went and clicked on his channel, and the newest video he had uploaded was a video saying he was live on Twitch. So I went into Twitch, I clicked on the link, and I was watching him stream, and I wanted to join in the conversation. So I went in, signed up for an account, but it turned out like my email was already used, that I already had an account. And I think that account was made back in 2012, 2014. I don't really know why I made an account then. I don't remember. But all I know is like I actively started being back on Twitch in the summer of 2015 because I just wanted to know what the new Pokemon games look like. Next question comes from Pokeballer Luke, and he asked, when you were younger, what were your favorite types of YouTube videos to watch? So when I was in middle school, that's when I started, watching YouTube videos and all that stuff. And I actually started watching beauty videos because I really wanted to know how to do my hair, my makeup, and that's just what I kept constantly watching. And then when I got into high school, I got more into PewDiePie and Markiplier and Chill Chaos, Nanners, and Gassy Mexican, like all of those gamers. And that's when I started really getting into the gaming scene on YouTube. And then ever since then, it's just been games. Sometimes I occasionally watch beauty videos. I especially did it when my sister asked me to do her hair for prom. So I was looking up hairstyles to do that was like prom-y and all that stuff to do with my sister. So yeah. Next question comes from the Titan Atlas, and he asked, what is the number one thing you want to achieve in your life? I think the number one thing that I would like to achieve is just living life to the fullest. Like, I say if you're not happy, no one around you is happy. And you always have to try and make yourself happy first. Because if you see yourself as happy, that's going to come off to everyone else that you're happy. And I also just don't want to live life with any regrets. Next question comes from Rogatini, and he asks, what are your aims for this year, and what would you recommend other streamers to do to help their streams? So one of the aims that I have this year is to just start streaming different stuff other than Pokemon. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Pokemon, I really do. But I just want to explore more games that I enjoy and start streaming things that I enjoy. And that's what I actually want to recommend to other streamers. It's okay to expand your games. Like, I know some of you are worried you're not going to get the same numbers if you stream this game than this game. But please, do not worry about numbers, okay? Because if you are stressed out just playing the same game that other people like over and over and over again, you're going to get burned out. And if you're burned out, you're not going to have that motivation to stream. So I challenge some of you to actually start playing other games that you haven't played before, and just to see how you feel and how you like it. So far, I've been streaming The Sims on my channel, and let me tell you, it's so relaxing, and I enjoy just causing trouble for my Sims. Next question we have comes from Dat Ryder Helen, and she asked, what is your favorite Nintendo franchise outside of Pokemon? Well, my favorite Nintendo franchise outside of Pokemon is actually The Legend of Zelda. I grew up playing The Legend of Zelda. My first Nintendo 64 game was actually Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and that just really got me hooked onto the series. I love how you can adventure out and do your own thing. Like, you still have your main quest to do, but it gives you like a free world to do whatever you want, and I enjoy having that freedom because you get to do some kind of cool and kind of funny stuff. This question is from Phantom Zek, and he asked, what is your favorite thing about the Pokemon community we have today? My favorite thing about the Pokemon community is actually how welcoming that each streamer is. Like, if I go into another chat and I don't know who they are and they don't know who I am, they they're just welcoming. They welcome you in, they make you feel like you belong there, and they will take the time to answer your questions and just make you feel like you belong. And that's really what I enjoy the most. And I try to do that in my stream. I try to make people feel welcoming, and it's just a nice feeling. And we have Princess XT actually asking another question, and she asked, what was your most satisfying catch in Pokemon Go? So my most satisfying catch was actually Lugia. I've been to like 4 or 5 raids until I could finally catch Lugia. And just being surrounded by a raid group out in the rain and the dark and just cheering me on, hoping that I can catch it, was just a memorable moment, because they didn't have to be out there in the rain, but they came to help me, and it was just awesome. This question comes from the Master 327, and he asked, if you were able to recolor any shiny Pokemon, which would you choose? What colors would you make it, and why? So the first one that pops in my head is Garchomp, because his shiny doesn't look like his non-shiny, and then we have Mega Garchomp that is pink. So I think I would take the pink from the Mega Garchomp and put it to shiny Garchomp, so it would just make more sense. GoGoBelt_ asks, what made you start streaming? I started streaming because I saw the streamers that I watched just enjoying themselves, and they had like welcoming the community, making everyone feel like they belong, and I knew part of something that's bigger than myself. And just the feeling I get when I go live and making you guys like happy, and just, you know, a nice way to end your day or start your day. I knew right then that yes, this is the something that I'm a part of that is bigger than myself. Next question comes from Crazy Nahima, and they ask, if Pokemon were real, what starter would you pick, and what region would you start off your adventure in? Well, the starter I would pick is my little round child here, Rowlet, because I love owls, and when they announced Rowlet and I saw that he was an owl, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so and I love the evolutions to it too, like Dartrix and Decidueye. So I guess if I pick Rowlet, I would have to start at Alola, which Alola is my favorite region anyways, just because it's all tropical and all that stuff, and I love warm weather. The next question comes from Pokemon 527249193, and they ask, what inspired you to stream? So what inspired me to stream is I thought it would just be something fun to do. Like, it's started off like as a hobby, and now like I keep doing it because of you guys. I like talking to you guys, I like interacting with you guys, and just thank you so much for keeping up my motivation to stream and all that. The next question comes from Blue Roselli, and she asked, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? I think my superpower would be like something with like ice, because I just want to like go like freeze people and all that stuff, and I think that would be mega awesome because I love snow. And the last question for this Q&A comes from Galactic Elliot, and he asked, which 3 places in the world do you want to visit the most? Could be a state or a country. Well, the first 3 things that pop into my head are Ireland, Japan, and Australia, especially Australia, because I want to snuggle with a koala and touch a kangaroo. So that is the end of this Q&A, and like I said, if you want to join me on my next Q&A, go ahead and follow my Twitter below and just keep a lookout, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!